Hi there, my name's John Gorivin from oldglasgowpubs.co.uk and this is my very first video. Today we are going to be talking about an article from the National Guardian in August of 1889. Now if you think about that for a moment, that was 129 years ago. That was before the First World War this article was written. The name of this article was Paper Bottles, Better Than Glass. Now the gist of this article was that they had predicted that paper bottles were going to overtake glass, in the pub scene at least anyway. Now let me read you the article now. One of the most interesting of the many uses to which paper has been put is the manufacture of paper bottles. We have long had paper boxes, barrels and car wheels, and more recently paper pails, wash basins and other vessels. But now comes a further revolution of the paper in shape of paper bottles, which are already extensively used for containing such substances as ink, bluing, shoe dressing, glue, etc. And they would seem to be equally well adapted for containing a large variety of articles. They are made by rolling glued sheets of paper into long cylinders, which are then cut into suitable lengths, tops and bottoms fitted in, the inside coated with a waterproof compound, and this is all done by machinery. They are cheaper and lighter than glass, unbreakable and consequently very popular with consumers. While the fact that they require no packing material and are clean, handy and economical commends them to manufacturers. Unlike glass, they can be manufactured at all seasons. The strength of paper is wonderful. As an illustration of this, a note of the Bank of England, twisted into a kind of rope, can suspend as much as £329 upon one end of it and not be injured at the least. There is an article made of paper in the shape of a small kitchen or house truck on wheels, used for wheeling loads around. The sides and bottoms of this are made of finely compressed paper and it is capable of bearing a weight of 5 tons. There are bathtubs and pots made in the same manner, by compressing the paper made out of linen fibre, which is painted over with a composition which becomes part of the paper and is fireproof. The tubs never leak and they may be put on the fire and will not burn. It is impossible to break them, as you can beat them with a hammer and not injure them in the least. Now something that stood out for me was paper car wheels. Now it's not what you might think, it's not tyres on cars, it actually refers to how the railway carriage wheels were actually made. Basically they would have laminated paper in the process just to quieten down the carriage. Another point that I found quite amusing was that bathtubs were made out of indestructible paper. The more you know. Now back to the paper bottles. I can only imagine that they were made similar to the cups that you would get in fast food restaurants or the tubs that you would get your ice cream from the ice cream van. Now why did these paper bottles not take off? There could be a couple of reasons. Maybe they weren't properly airtight. Maybe the chemicals were breaking them down from the inside, or maybe they were quite fragile during transportation. That's all from me today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please subscribe to our channel. We've got future videos planned and that'll keep you up to date. Bye now.